Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Guess what today is? Today is another struggle, extreme budget meal. Today we're going to do $4. And let me tell you something, it was close. It was a drop over, but we did it. $4, and this meal is going to be amazing. It's going to feed 4 to 5 people, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it and give you some tips about it. Okay? 1 second. All right, guys, I was just talking, and something happened on the video, and it went off, and I checked, and that video that I was just doing was not even there. So let's just start again. I already did the intro. This is the budget meal. It all came down to $4, okay? Because I'm only using a quarter of a pound, a quarter of a bag. I gotta make sure this is going right. Quarter of a bag of the mixed vegetables. These were 98 cents this week at Walmart, so I got 4 or 5 of them. But these are amazing to bulk up a meal. Buy these mixed vegetables. I'm telling you, Walmart has a really good price, 98 cents. So I'm using a quarter of a bag of this, a can of white chunk chicken breast. The can, it's cheaper to use the can, so I'm using 1 can. That was like $1 something. I'm using, in my pantry, I have tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomatoes, so I'm using this. So this was only like 50 cents I added because I priced out what it would be if I normally got, you know, a can. I'm only using a quarter of a pound or a half a pound of pasta. A tip is, guys, use angel hair if you're doing spaghetti because it goes a lot further and you get more for what you use. Half a pound of angel hair is like can feed 5 people. I'm not even kidding. You could use that, do a little butter or a little grated cheese. You know, it's just delicious. It's really, really good. It's really economical. So go for angel hair. I'm telling you, 98 cents at Walmart. I had this in the refrigerator that I only had like a quarter of. It's ragout. This is like I charged myself like 50 cents for it because it was like no, I charged $1 for it because it was like $2 in ShopRite. So I charged $1. So yeah, I got this, a little ragout just to make it a little bit creamier because I'm only using 1 can of sauce, and these are a little bit tomatoes. You know, they have tomatoes in them. I'll crush them and stuff. So I'm only using 1 can of sauce, and I want it to be kind of creamy and juicy. I'm using my garlic that's already in my refrigerator. I told you guys, I'm not charging myself for stuff like this. Garlic. I'm probably going to use this whole onion because it's a small onion. Didn't charge myself for that. So if you wanted to charge yourself, it would still be under $5. But right now, I'm not charging myself for this. I'm not charging myself for the onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, all the seasonings. I told you I don't charge for that because that's something that I already have in my arsenal. All right, so let's get started, guys. So the meal is $4. I'm not even kidding. And this is going to feed like either 4, I would say probably 3 adults and maybe 2 kids, or 3 adults, even more than that. I really think because the angel hair really, if they're big eaters, you know, and if you have women and children, it's definitely, it'll feed more than that. And you'll probably even have some left over. All right, so let's get started. We're going to cut the onion up and the garlic, okay? Because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. All right, guys, not only is this a budget, extreme $4 budget meal, it is a quick meal. It's really going to be very quick to do this. So when you come home from work, if you work till 5, you come home, you need to get dinner on the table. Not only is it budget friendly, but it's cheap. I mean, but it's but it's pretty quick. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, people. So this is a very small onion, but it'll do the job. Okay, I'm gonna cut this onion up. What's that screeching noise?
Screeching noise.
I don't know. You like it? Are the dogs outside?
Oh, they're there.
Oh, because I hear like a screeching
Are
right
one
there.
of them yawned?
No, it sounds like somebody screeching, or I don't know. All right, so I'm making a piece of toast because, guys, I didn't eat anything and I'm starving. So I'm making a piece of rye toast while I'm doing my extreme meal. So I'm just gonna let it cool off because I don't like it. I don't like the butter to melt, and I'm putting a piece of cheese on it and putting it in the microwave. All right, so what I'm gonna do, guys, this is how I'm doing this meal. I'm gonna saute the chicken, the garlic, the vegetables, everything together except the sauce and the spaghetti. Saute it till it's just done, just about done. Then I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna put it in a different. I'm gonna take it out and put it in a different bowl. I'm gonna put it aside. Then I'm gonna put water into the frying pan that I'm gonna use. Boil the angel hair, and then put everything back in there, and then put the sauce or put the sauce in, and then put the pasta in. Or I'm not sure exactly that, but we'll figure that out. So I cut up garlic. I cut up onion, and I cut it fairly small. And we're gonna cut up. Let me see how many cloves of garlic. We'll do 3 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna cut it up fairly, not small and not big, but like medium size, so it doesn't burn, but yet my hubby likes the taste of like the big pieces of garlic, so. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with my toast, guys. I love this. I usually do cream cheese, but I have cream cheese in the refrigerator, but I'm not even searching for it right now. And I straightened out my refrigerator the other day, but it's just craziness. I don't know where it is, and I'm not looking. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of butter on this toast. This is rye bread. Love it. It's funny because my husband and I used to always buy the seeded, the one with no seeds, and I bought the one by accident with the seeds, and we ate it and we loved it. We were like, oh my god, we like the seeds. So now that's all I buy now. Is it with the seeds in it? All right, so I do a little bit of butter just so I just like it. I like cream cheese. I really like the cream cheese better. It's so delicious, but so is the butter. All right, let's get the cheese. We'll put the cheese on. And then I put it in the microwave for a couple of seconds. Probably about 10 seconds, like this. See? Put it in the mic. I don't like it to like melt completely, but I like it to be a little bit, melted, obviously. I watch it. There we go. Perfect. Because if you microwave it too long, then the bread gets like soggy, and I don't like that. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna let this cool off a minute. Then I'm gonna finish cutting up the garlic. All right, guys, I'm gonna put a little olive oil in there, and again, I don't charge for that. Okay. Let's shut the light. Just trying to get you where I want you. Alright, let's put this on. I didn't even put it on yet. It's on low medium. I'm going to do a little bit of olive oil. Probably about a teaspoon. Yeah. It's so good, guys. Alright. Give me 1 second. This is why I cut the garlic. I like it to sizzle, but I didn't feel like waiting. So I cut the garlic a little bit big, like I said, so it doesn't burn. And this will start sizzling in a minute. Now, if you didn't have onion or garlic, you could use garlic powder, onion powder. It's the same thing. You put a little oil in here, you put a garlic powder, onion powder, which I'm going to do as well. And it does the same thing. It's not the end of the world if you don't have real onion. You could even use diced onion, minced onion like this in your arsenal if you have it. Where's the onion? Oh, I ran out of my garlic, that's right. Let me get the garlic just in here. Where is the garlic? I know I bought a garlic and an onion. Where is it? I know I have it because I bought the Padilla, garlic, and the onion. I opened up the new onion. And now I can't find the garlic. Oh, here's it. Oh no, that's the garlic here. I'm sorry, the onion. I need a new onion, not a garlic. Alright, now. Oops. That's getting a little dry. So, you want to add a drop more oil. If you don't have oil, guys, or you don't have butter or anything like that, you don't have to use that. You can use a little bit of water. And I'm going to do that to save a little bit of money right now. So because this is getting a little bit dry and I want this to cook just a little bit longer, I'm going to add a little water. And water is really good to add because, first of all, it's free. Well, mostly. And second of all, it'll stop the burning process. You know, if anything's burning. And it'll still saute. I saw this on a video once. I was watching this, and this lady was doing meals like this. And she's like, you don't have to use oil, use water. I was like, water? Ooh. And I tried it, and it works fine. It really does. It really does. All right, so that's sauteing a little bit. I'm going to open up the chicken. Now, the thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you, let me show you something. What I'm going to do, guys, I want to keep, let me see. I'm going to take this off the flame a minute so I don't burn it. I want to keep the water, the juice from this chicken can, but I don't want to put it in with the chicken at first, so I'm going to keep it because this is going to make more, that water right there is going to give it more juice, more creaminess, you know what I mean? Because, and it also, because it's flavored. All right, so let's open it up. Let's put this in there. Now this is chunk, so it's basically broken already, you know, broken up, but I'll probably break it up just a little bit more. I don't want to break it up too much, guys, honestly, because I want the chicken to be big because it's the only protein really that's in here. So we'll just break this up just a little bit. So just a little bit. Okay. So let this saute a little. You don't want it like in little, you want it, you know, little big pieces because you want it to be able to taste it. And you want it to distribute around the, in the meal. let's do a little bit of onion powder. We'll do the garlic now too because we have the chicken. Okay. A little bit of salt. Not much. Caution on the salt. Pepper. And again, now I'm going to add a little bit more water to this in 1 minute. Because you see how that's kind of... Actually, I'm not going to add water. You know what I'm going to add in a second? Is the vegetables. Because the vegetables are going to bring all kinds of moisture in here. The vegetables are going to bring all kinds of moisture. So that's going to be perfect. Alright, so that's good. The chicken has a little bit of cook on it, you know, a little saute on it. Yum-o. Alright, let's open up the bag. I'm going to do 1/4 of the bag. Heavy. Yep. I am going to add a drop of water. Actually, I'm going to add this water. I'm going to add the chicken water. I'm going to lower the flame a little bit to low medium. What?
I want to stay there. That's good.
You want to wait till this is done? It's going to be ready in like, all right. All right, guys, so we're going to let this just simmer a little bit, and then I'll be back in 1 second. All right, guys, I added the rest of that water. I'm just going to add a little bit more seasoning to the vegetables. Okay, I'm going to add some more onion powder and more garlic powder. And just a little pepper. I'm not adding any more salt because I am going to add a drop of grated cheese to this, okay, at the end. Alright. We'll let this cook on low for for another minute, and then we're going to take it out of here, and we're going to put the other stuff in. Alright, guys, so I'm going to put this now. I'm going to take this out of here and put it in here. Oh, that's not going to work very well. I'm going to put a little bit more water in here because I don't like how dry it is. The water is free, so you can use as much water as you need to. And see all that stuff on the bottom that you guys know I do? You scrape all that off and that's all flavor. Flavor. Alright, so you got a little char on these. And then I'm going to put just a drop of oil for the sauce. I am going to put another garlic clove in here because I didn't save any for the sauce. Because you got to understand too, the sauce that I'm putting in, I have to season because it's just tomatoes. It's not I didn't season that. That's just tomatoes. It's not, marinara or anything like that. I'm going to start canning my marinara. Alright, let's do this. You want a layer of flavors. Even if you're doing a budget meal, you can still have layer of flavors. So let's let that come up a little bit. And then we'll put in the canned tomatoes. Like I said, I need all the fluid that I can get in here because you want it to be nice and creamy. And what I'm gonna, oh, you know what I didn't do? No. I didn't do the pasta. Let me do, what should I do? No, I'll do the pasta after. I wanted to do the pasta first is what I really wanted to do. Well, if you get this open with the scratchy alarm thing. Can you open that for me? Alright guys. This, I have the thing here and it won't work. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put the pasta in the sauce, right? Oh no, okay. I got confused. Alright. Now, again, water. Okay. So, I'm gonna do that. Let this come up to a little bit of a simmer. I'm gonna put the some other stuff in it. I'll show you in a minute. All right, guys. So this is sautéing a couple of, simmering a couple of minutes. I'm gonna put some seasonings in here. We're gonna do the onion again, okay? Because I have to season up this sauce. Some garlic. Pepper. We'll do a little bit of salt. And then we're going to do some basil. I actually have fresh basil, but I'll put that in at the end. We'll do dried basil. I'll do some Italian seasoning and some dried parsley.
What are you making?
I'm making my extreme budget meal, $4. Spaghetti, chicken spaghetti.
Chicken spaghetti?
Chicken spaghetti.
Was that lunch?
I mean, it could be lunch, it could be dinner. It's just, it's a dinner, but I'm making it now. Here's parsley. You guys can have this for a lunch, for a dinner, whatever you want. All right, so dried parsley. I'm gonna leave this out because I'm gonna use this. Where's the Italian season? Cumin. I think we finished that. Yeah, I think I have the other one in here. Alright, there you go. And here's Italian seasoning. The more flavor, the better, guys. Alright, so the tomatoes it's a little bit chunky. I probably would want more sauce in here. I should have blended the tomatoes, but that's okay. That's why I have the extra stuff put in, because you want it to be nice and juicy, because the pasta is definitely going to you know what? I think I have enough room in my budget. I do. I have enough room in my budget to add a little bit more tomato sauce in there that I have in the refrigerator already. Even if it goes over a little bit of $4, it's still a $4 extreme budget meal for 5 people. So I have this in there, this tomato sauce. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this, guys. Probably about a half a cup. Just because I want a little bit more sauce, because I'm going to be putting the pasta in here. Okay? So I need something other than just water, you know, I don't want to just water it down completely.
You're cheating.
But see, no, I'm not cheating.
Yes, you are. You're supposed to stick within the budget.
I am within the
You
budget.
cannot use anything else. You are cheating.
No,
Yes.
you're allowed a little leeway. Like last week I did the $5 one and it was $5.65. Even if I go over a little bit, it's still an extreme budget meal that you can feed a lot of people on. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to go over a couple of pennies, a couple of maybe 10, 20 cents here and there, but that's okay. That's all right.
That's
Better
what you have to
than,
feed
you know.
Uncle Sam.
What?
That's what you have to pay to Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I know. All right, so I'm just going to season just a little bit more because I put more sauce in here. I'm also going to use, like I said, a little bit of the grated cheese that I have. So I get put a little bit more Italian seasoning in there. And I'm gonna put a little grated cheese, like I said, a little grated cheese in the sauce, and then a little grated cheese in the pasta itself. Okay? All right. Now I'm gonna put the angel hair in here. The angel hair in here. I'm not gonna put the veggies and chicken in yet. And this is a quick sauce because it doesn't need to cook all day or anything like that. It's gonna, you know, do its job or what it has to do. Let's put the angel hair in. I might have to add a little bit of water to this to keep the angel hair, you know, under the fluid. So I'm gonna do about a half a pound of angel hair, like I already budgeted for. So this was a pound. Let's see. And these are the ones that are half. I love these ones that are half, guys. And like I said, do angel hair, because angel hair is the most, it goes the furthest. All right, let's try to get
Does
this.
it really?
Yeah, oh yeah. You can make up a half pound of angel hair to feed so much more people than a half a pound of like linguine or spaghetti would do. See, guys, I'm going to have to add a little bit of water to this, and that's okay because the water will evaporate. It's not going to really, it's not going to do anything to the sauce, because you can always just add a little bit more seasoning to it, too, which you probably won't have to anyway. But see, it has to at least cover it, because if it doesn't, then it's not going to cook, and then you're going to have hard pasta. So, now this isn't at a boil, so, you know, I'm just going to keep an eye on it and just keep checking I'll check the pasta. Oh my goodness.
What did you do?
Drop me something as well. So I'm just trying to spread this out a little bit. I don't want it to stick, you know, the angel hair to stick. Spread it out, make sure it's not sticking together. And I think I do need a little bit more water. And you know, if you don't want to do it this way, you're very welcome to put it in a pot and boil. I could have did that, but I just felt it was quicker and easier to do it this way. It probably wasn't. But you live and you learn, you know what I mean? You can just put it all together. You can have the pasta. If you want to do it before you go to work, you can boil the pasta and then just do it when you get home. Throw it in, throw the whole thing all together when you get home from work. And you're going. Yeah, you just want it to be covering the angel hair. Because if you don't, then like I said, just make sure it's not sticking. All right, people. So this is the pasta just about done. We're going to put the vegetables and chicken back in here. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. I put a little bit of fresh basil in here. Like I said, you don't have to use the fresh basil. The chicken's in here. The veggies. Look at this. Look at that. That's a half a pound of angel hair. It looks like I put more sauce in it, but I didn't. I used water. So we're gonna let this simmer. Guys, look at that. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna taste it in a few minutes. And then I'm gonna put the ragout in here that I have, and we'll see if it needs any more seasonings. Oh, butter. I said I pounded for a piece of butter, a tablespoon of butter. Okay, that was priced in. That looks so, and that'll make it a little bit more creamier. I want to taste the sauce, guys. Now you want enough water in here, so this way, you know, it'll stay creamy. And once you put that ragout in, you know, it'll be creamier. If you don't have ragout, you can always use a little heavy cream. If you have a little half and half, a little sour, a little whole milk, you can put in a little bit of sour cream. Did I say that yet? 2% milk, whatever. And if you boil the pasta separately, you also can save the pasta water and add the pasta water to it. That's a really good way of stretching it and making it thicker and flavoring your dish.
What is this? So big.
It's gotta go into the sink. It's Jenny's cracker when she comes. All right. It's delicious. It needs a little bit more seasoning. So I'm gonna go around again. We're gonna do a little bit more Italian seasoning. Just me. It might be fine for you. But like I said, I'm not measuring. So you put in as much as you want to your liking. That's what you gotta do. It's not what I like, it's what you like. And this is how my cookbook's gonna be, guys. Pepper, a little bit of more onion, and then I'm definitely gonna put in a little bit more garlic. And then we're definitely gonna do more grated cheese. A little bit more grated cheese. Okay. Oh my God, this looks so delicious. Now I'm going to add in that ragout. Yum. Oh, and you see what those mixed vegetables do? Hey, if you don't have mixed vegetables, just put carrots, just put peas, I mean, you could even do broccoli, string beans, you know, there's string beans in here, so do whatever you want. It's your pate. Even the liquid part of it, like ragout. If you don't have ragout and you have cottage cheese, and I know some people use cottage cheese for their lasagnas and stuff, not me, never would I, ever, ever, ever. Even if I didn't have ragout, I wouldn't use cottage cheese. Just me. That's not what we did growing up. That's not, to me, that's not Italian. So, sorry people. Alright, so let's just give this a little mix in. And spill it all over the stove. Guys, look at this. Now this, you're going to tell me this isn't going to feed like 6 people? This could feed 5 adults, 1 child, 4 adults, 2 children. This could feed 5 adults, I would think. Maybe even more. And like I said, if they're not all men. Look at that. Delicious. All right, I'm going to take a plate. I'm just going to mix this in just a little bit and let this get in there a little bit more. Where's the top to this Gotsy thing? Here it is. That's not the top, is it? Where's the top to this pan? Oh. Sit there, I guess. All right, we're gonna let this sit just a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Did I was blocking the whole way. I'm so sorry. I tend to do that a lot. All right, so sorry about that. Here we go. See how nice and creamy it is? I'm gonna shut it off in 1 second. There's no reason to leave it on anymore. I don't want the pasta to get soggy and all that, so I'm gonna shut it. Another great extreme meal, and this one was $4. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. $4, guys. $4 extreme struggle budget meal. Check it out. So good. So good. All right, I'm going to stop a minute and I'm going to get a little plate and then I'll be back and show you what it tastes like. All right, guys, I'm going to sit my butt down. My back is killing me. Oh, my God. Back. Here we go. Let's taste it, guys. It is so nice and creamy and delicious looking. Let's put you down a little bit so you can see this. Okay. All right, guys. Look at this. Yum. Oh. You got that little chicken going on in there. You got veggies. You got some basil. You got tomatoes. You got the angel hair. So good. I don't want to burn myself, so let's be careful. Mmm. Love it. It's so delicious. It's creamy, like I said. Yeah, my husband's watching a movie, guys. You got the creaminess. Look. Taste the chicken. Taste the veggies, the carrots, the peas. The ragout. Yum. Oh, there's string beans in here. Look. See that? One more bite and then I'm going to say goodbye because I'm exhausted. So good, guys. This is an extreme budget meal. This was so great. $4, guys. $4. You can do it. You can do these meals. I'm telling you. Just what's in your pantry and your refrigerator, your freezer. Search the whole house. Your whole house is your domain to search and use what you want. And you literally can make something out of nothing. And that's the God's honest truth. So good, guys. All right, guys. I really hope, you know what? The world that we're living in today is so hard. Go out, get your groceries, do budget shopping. You know how to budget in the food store. You know, if you don't, go for the sale items. Look at the sale items. Look at reduced items. Look at all that stuff. Just be aware of what you're buying. Reduced sometimes has to be frozen right away. Just look at that. And then when you come home, there's a way to budget your meals that you can get as much as your meals as out of your meals as possible. Buy the pastas that are on sale. Buy the potatoes that are on sale. Buy carbs. It's not about you know, not having carbs or not having or watching your diet, right? When you don't have any money for food and you have limits, you have to feed your bellies. Your kids need to be full. Your husband needs to be full to go to work. You need to be full to go to work, to deal with your kids, to deal with everything in life. Please, please, please don't worry about it right now. When you're struggling, do what you can do and what you have to do with, and set yourself up good. I'm gonna do a video with of setting yourself up in your pantry and in your refrigerator and all that, so you have the means to do these cheap meals. That's coming up very, very soon. I'm gonna organize it and get it together, and I'm gonna do that because I think that's a big, big, big part of doing extreme budget meals. All right, guys, this was $4. $4. And look at the meal we have. It's gonna feed 5 people, 5, 6 people. I'm not even kidding. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video finds you well. I hope and pray that you get some advice, some ideas from this video. Don't be afraid, guys. Just go in there and cook your heart out. Cook for your family and do whatever you think is best. And that's all you need to do. And know that you're good enough, guys. I love you so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribers button when you subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and I so appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notification button with that bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share, and don't forget to comment down below. Thank you so much for coming into my home and my kitchen with me and creating. I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate you watching. And guys, just keep on trucking and just push, push, push. And you can make these budget, delicious meals for your family. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Bye. Ooh, this is hot.